Republic Act 9279, the Climate Change Act of 2009, and Republic Act 10174. An act mainstreaming climate change into government policy formulation, establishing the framework, strategy, and program on climate change, creating for this purpose the Climate Change Commission, and for other purposes. Section 1. This act shall be known as the Climate Change Act of 2009. Section 2. Declaration of Policy. It is the policy of the state to afford full protection and the advancement of the right of the people to a healthful ecology and accord with the rhythm and harmony of nature. In this light, the state has adopted the Philippine Agenda 21 framework which espouses sustainable development to fulfill human needs while maintaining the quality of the natural environmental for current and future generations. Section 3, Definition of terms. For purposes of this Act, the following should have the corresponding meanings. A. Adaptation refers to the adjustment in natural or human system in response to actual or expected climatic stimuli or their effects, which moderates harm or exploits beneficial opportunities. B. Adaptive capacity refers to the ability of ecological, social, or economic system to adjust to climate change, including climate variability and extremes, to moderate or offset potential damage, and to take advantage of associated opportunities with changes in climate or to cope with the consequences thereof. Anthropogenic causes refers to causes resulting from human activities or produced by human beings. D. Climate change refers to a change in climate that can be identified by changes in the mean and or variability of its properties and that persists for an extended period, typically decades or longer, whether due to natural variability or as a result of human activity. E. Climate variability refers to the variation and the average state in order to statistic of the climate on all temporal and spatial scales beyond that of individual weather's event. F. Climate risk refers to the product of climate and related hazard working over the vulnerability of human and natural ecosystem. G. Disaster refers to a serious disruption of the functioning of a community or a society involving widespread human, material, economic, or environmental losses of impact which exceed the ability of the affected community or society to cope using its own resources. H. Disaster risk reduction refers to the concept and practice of reducing disaster risk through systematic effort to analyze and manage the causal factors of disaster, including through this reduced exposure to hazard, lessen vulnerability of people and property, wise management of land and the environment, and improve preparedness for adverse events. I. Gender mainstreaming refers to the strategy for making women's as well as men's concern and experiences an integral dimension of the design, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of policies and programs in all political, economic, and societal spheres so that women and men benefit equally and inequality is not perpetuated. J. Global warming refers to the increase in the average temperature of the Earth's near surface air in oceans that is associated with the increased concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. K. Greenhouse effect refers to the process by which the absorption or infrared radiation by the atmosphere warms the Earth. I. Greenhouse gases refers to the constituent of the atmosphere that contribute to the greenhouse effect, including but not limited to carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, hydrofluorocarbons, perfluorocarbons, and sulfur hexafluoride. M. Mainstreaming refers to the integration of policies and measures that address climate change into development planning and sectoral decision making. And mitigation. Mitigation in the context of climate change refers to human intervention to address anthropogenic emission by sources and removal by sinks of all GHG, including ozone, depleting substances and their substitutes. O. Mitigation potential, which shall refer to the scale of GHG reductions that could be made relative to emission baselines for a given level of carbon price, expressed in cost per unit of carbon dioxide equivalent emission avoided or reduced. Sea level rise refers to an increase in sea level which may be influenced by factors like global warming through expansion of seawater as the ocean warm and melting of ice over land and local factors such as land subsidence. Q. Vulnerability refers to the degree to which a system is susceptible or to unable to cope with adverse effects of climate change, including climate variability and extremes. Section 4. Creation of the Climate Change Commission. There is hereby established a Climate Change Commission, hereinafter referred to as the Commission. Section 5. Composition of the Commission. The Commission shall be composed of the President of the Republic of the Philippines, who shall serve as the chairperson, and three commissioners to be appointed by the President, one whom shall serve as the Vice Chairperson of the Commission. Section 6. Meetings of the Commissions. The Commission shall meet once every 3 months or as often as may be deemed necessary by the Chairperson. The Chairperson may likewise call upon other government agencies for the other proper implementation of this Act. Section 7. Qualification, tenure, compensation of commissioners. The commissioners must be Filipino citizens, residents of the Philippines, at least 30 years of age at the time of appointment, with at least 10 years of experience on climate change and of proven honesty and integrity. The commissioner shall be expert in climate change by virtue of their educational background, training, and experience, provided that at least one commissioner shall be female, provided further that in no case shall commissioner come through the same sector, provided finally that in no case shall any of the commissioners appoint representative to act on their behalf. Section 8. Climate Change Office. There is hereby created a climate change office that shall assist the Commission. It shall be headed by a vice chairperson of the Commission, who shall act as the executive director of the office. The Commission shall have the authority to determine the number of staff and create corresponding positions necessary to facilitate the proper implementation of this Act. Subject to civil service law, rules, and regulation, the officers and employees of the Commission shall be appointed by the Executive Director. Section 9. Powers and Function of the Commission. The Commission shall have the following powers and function: ensure the mainstreaming of climate change in synergy with disaster risk reduction into the national, sectoral, and local development plans and programs. B. Coordinate and synchronize climate change programs of national government agencies. C. Formulate a framework strategy on climate change to serve as the basis for a program for climate change planning, research, development, extension, and monitoring of activities on climate change. D. Exercise policy coordination to ensure the attainment of goals set in the framework strategy and program on climate change. E. Recommend legislation, policies, strategies, programs, and appropriation for climate change and adaptation and mitigation and other relative activities.
Recommend key development investment in climate-sensitive sector such as water resources, agriculture, forestry, coastal and marine resources, health and infrastructure to ensure the achievement of national sustainable development goals. G. Create an enabling environment for the design of relevant and appropriate risk-sharing and risk transfer instruments. H. Create an enabling environment that shall promote broader multi-stakeholder participation in integrate climate change mitigation and adaptation. I. Formulate strategies on mitigating GHG and other anthropogenic causes of climate change. Coordinate and establish a close partnership with the National Disaster Coordinating Council in order to increase efficiency and effectiveness of reducing the people vulnerability to climate-related disasters. Next, K. In coordination with the Department of Foreign Affairs, represent the Philippines in the climate change negotiation. L. Formulate and update guidelines for determining vulnerability to climate change impact and adaptation assessment and facilitate the provision of technical assistance of their implementation and monitoring. M. Coordinate with local governments units or LGU and private entities to others vulnerability to climate change impact of region provinces, cities, and municipalities. Facilitate capacity building for local adoption, planning implementation, and monitoring of climate change initiatives in vulnerable communities and areas. Next, O. Promote and provide technical and financial support to local research and development programs and projects in vulnerable communities and areas. P. Oversee the dissemination of information on climate change, local vulnerabilities, and risks, relevant laws and protocols, and adoption and mitigation measures. Section 10. Panel of Technical Experts. The Commission shall constitute a national panel of technical experts consisting of practitioners in disciplines that are related to climate change, including disaster risk reduction. Section 11. Frameworks, strategy, and program on climate change. The Commission shall, within 6 months from the effectivity of this act, formulate a framework strategy on climate change. The framework shall serve as the basis of program for climate change planning, research and development, extension, and monitoring of activities to protect vulnerable communities from the adverse effects of climate change. Section 12. Components of the framework strategy and program on climate change. The framework shall include but not limited to the following components: A. National priorities. B. Impact, vulnerability, and adoption assessment. C. Policy formulation. D. Compliance with international commitments. E. Research and development. F. Database development and management. G. Academic programs, capability building and mainstreaming. H. Advocacy and information dissemination. I. Monitoring and evaluation and gender mainstreaming. J. Section 13. National Change Action Plan. The Commission shall formulate a national climate change action plan in accordance with the framework within 1 year after the formulation of the letter. Section 14. Local Climate Action Plan. The LGU shall be frontline agency in the formulation, planning, and implementation of climate change action plans in their respective areas, consistent with the provision of local government code, the framework, and National Climate Change Action Plan. Section 15. Role of government agency. To ensure the effective implementation of framework, strategy, and program climate change, concerned agencies shall perform the following function. Section 16. Coordination with various sectors in the development and implementation of the National Climate Change Action Plan and the local action plans. The Commission shall coordinate with the non-government organization or the NGOs, civic organization, academic people's organizations, the private and corporate sector, and other concerned stakeholders group. Section 17. Authority to receive donation and/or grants. The Commission is hereby authorized to accept grants, contribution, donation, endowment, endorsement, request, or gift in cash, in kind from local and foreign resources in support of the development and implementation of climate change programs. Provide that in case of donation from foreign governments, acceptance thereof shall be subject and prior clearance and approval of the President of the Philippines, upon recommendation of the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, provided that such donations shall not be used to fund personal services, expenditures, and other operating expenses of the Commission. Section 18. Funding allocation for climate change or relevant government agencies and LGUs shall allocate from their annual appropriation adequate funds for the formulation, development, and implementation, including training, capacity building, and direct intervention of their respective climate change programs and plans. It shall also include public awareness campaigns on the effects of climate change and energy saving solution to mitigate these effects and initiatives through educational and training program and microcredit, especially for women in rural areas. In subsequent budget proposal, the concerned offices and units shall appropriate funds for program project development and implementation, including continuing training and education in climate change. Section 19, Joint Congressional Oversight Committee. There is hereby created a Joint Congressional Oversight Committee to monitor the implementation of this act. The Oversight Committee shall be composed of 5 senators, 5 representatives to appoint by the Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, respect, respectively. The Oversight Committee shall be ano to? Okay, senator are representative to be designated by the Senate President and the Speakers of House of Representative and respectively. Its funding requirements shall be charged against the appropriation in Congress. Section 20, Annual Report. The Commission shall submit to the President and the both House of Congress not later than March 30 of every year following the effectivity of this act or upon the request of the Congressional Oversight Committee. A report giving a detailed account of the status of the implementation of this act, a progress report on implementation of National Climate Change Action Plan and recommendation legislation where applicable and necessary. LGUs shall submit annual progress reports on implementation of the respective local action plan to the Commission within the first quarter of following year. Section 21. Appropriation. The sum of 50 million pesos is the hereby appropriate as initial operating fund in addition to the unutilized fund of President Presidential Task Force on Climate Change and the Office of the President Advisor on Global Warming. Climate change, the sum shall the sources from the President Contingent Fund. Section 22. Implementing rules and regulation. Within 90 days after the approval of this act, the Commission shall upon consultation with government agency, LGUs, private sectors, NGOs, and civil society promulgate the implementing rules and regulation of this act. That failure to issue rules and regulations shall not in any manner affect the executory nature of the provision of this act. Section 23. Transitory provision. Upon the organization of the Commission, the Presidential Task Force on Climate Change create under Administrative Order Number 171 and the Interagency Committee on Climate Change created by virtue of Administrative Order Number 220 shall be abolished provided that their powers and functions shall be absorbed by the Commission, that the officer and employees thereof shall continue in a holdover capacity until such time as the new officer and employees of their commission shall have been duly appointed pursuant to the provision of this act. All qualified regular or permanent employees who may be transferred to the commission shall not suffer any loss in seniority or rank or decrease emolum- emoluments, and any employee who cannot be absorbed by the commission shall be entitled to separation pay under existing retirement laws. Last, Section 24, separability, separability, separability clause. If for any reason any section or provision of this act is declared as unconstitutional or invalid, the other sections or provision hereof shall not be affected thereby. Section 25, repealing clause. All laws, ordinances, rules and regulations, and other issuances or parts thereof which are inconsistent with this act are hereby repealed or modified accordingly. Section 26. Effectivity. This act shall take effect 15 days after the completion of its publication in official gazette or in at least two national newspapers of general circulation. Tapos na po.
Okay. Republic Act 10174 is to be discussed by Terence Ocampo, aka Bulldog.
Let's take a closer look at Republic Act 10174, more commonly known as the People's Survival Fund Act, signed into law in 2012, and Republic Act 10174 established the People's Survival Fund, a special financing mechanism designed to support climate adaptation programs of local government units and accredited organizations across the country. As the Philippines continues to experience the devastating effects of climate change from typhoons and droughts, the People's Survival Funds aims to help vulnerable communities build resilience. Projects supported by the fund include flood control systems, climate resilient agriculture, disaster risk reduction efforts, and sustainable livelihood programs. The law mandates that the fund be sourced with an initial allocation of 1 billion pesos annually, with the goal of expanding access to long-term financing for local climate adaptation efforts. Experts say the People's Survival Fund is a step in the right direction for a country considered among the most vulnerable to climate change. While challenges in implementation remain, RA 10174 stands as a landmark policy aimed at securing a safer, more sustainable future.